Hello friends, in this video let us discuss India-Israel relationships. So recently our Prime Minister Narendra Modi made a historical visit to Israel on July 4th. So the visit is termed as historical visit because Narendra Modi is the first Indian Prime Minister to make an official visit to Israel, and the India-Israel relationships are likely to extend because Israel is already an important weapon supplier to India, and the relationship is likely to extend to agriculture and water. And the visit came to take at a place when the Israel has become an important key supplier of weapons after Russia and US. After Russia and US, the Israel has become an important key supplier of weapons. So it includes defense, intelligence sharing, counter-terrorism, and cooperation in agriculture and water. So the India-Israel diplomatic ties are seeing a faster realignment than any time in the last half of the 20th century. So let us see how Israel has helped India for the last 50 years of this 20th century. So before that, I can say India-Israel relationship is likely to extend or elevated to a status of strategic partnership. So let us understand what is this strategic partnership. Strategic partnership is a close strategic, and military relationship and the enhanced cooperation in various fields. However, it does not mean a military alliance. So now the military relationship and military alliance, let us differentiate them. The military relationship is the coalition done when the security threats are known in advance. So that means when you have the common interest and shared vision. So when you have the common interest and shared vision, it signifies the strategic partnership. And the military alliance is the coalition when you do not know the threat in advance. When you do not know the threat in advance and you make a military relationship, that is military alliance, and when you know the threat in advance, that means you are having a military relationship. So this is the strategic partnership, what it means. Now let us see how Israel has helped India for the last 50 years. So Israel has supplied the arms and ammunition. It has supplied the arms and ammunition in the Sino-China War. So in the Sino-China War of 1962 and Indo-Pak Wars of 1965 and 1971. So Israel has supplied arms and ammunition to India during Sino-Indian War of 1962 and Indo-Pak War of 1965 and 71, and Israel has supplied the weapons, and it was agreed to supply the weapons during the embargoes. So during the embargoes going in that is a UK, US and France, it was agreed to supply the weapons to India, though the embargoes are going. Embargoes, it means the official ban on trade of supply of anything, that is the supply of weapons is going, then Israel also ready to supply the weapons to India. So the third thing is the India Security Agency, that is the RAW, Research Analysis Wing, and the Israel Spy Agency Mossad have been tacitly collaborating since 1960s. And India has acquired drones. It has acquired drones and electronic support measure sensors and air combat maneuvering instrumentation simulator system from Israel. So, and the fifth thing is the Israel Aerospace Industries has worked on larger contracts with the Indian Air Force, including the upgrading of MiG-21 ground attack aircraft. MiG is Mikoyan Gurevich 21 ground attack aircraft, which is a supersonic fighter jet and interceptor aircraft. So Israel has helped India in these 5 ways: arms and ammunition, and it is agreed to supply during the embargoes going in UK, US and France, and the Research Analysis Wing and Mossad are tacitly collaborating since 1960s. It has acquired drones, sensors and air combat maneuvering instrumentation simulator system, and IAI and Indian Air Force are working togetherly on larger contracts. Now, why Israel's cooperation matters the most for India? Let us see why Israel's The first thing I can say is the wide range of defense deals. So, wide range of defense deals. So, the Israel is said to topple US as a chief exporter of arms and ammunition to India by supplying the Barak missiles, and surveillance drones and many other big league defense deals. So, it wants to supply the long range surface to air missiles, which will be useful to shoot down anti-ship missiles at ranges out to 70 kilometer. So, long range surface to air missiles, including the Barak 8, it will be useful to shoot down the anti-ship missiles at the range of 70 kilometers. And the third thing is almost 2 billion US dollars contracts have been won by Israel aerospace industries to provide to supply medium range medium range surface to air missiles to Indian Air Force. So these are the three things we find in the defense deals. Now coming to Israel's cooperation on national security and counter-terrorism. So the India and Israel diplomatic ties are fastening or becoming strong in cooperation on counter-terrorism, and the Israel and India's relationship are, or you can say they are tightening or fastening or elevating, and they are sharing the real-time intel. So they are sharing the real-time intel in the matters which are crucial to national security. So intel is the military or political information, you can say, and the Indian diplomatic circles have high praise for Israel intelligence units and Israel counterterrorism units. So now the third thing is Israel's cooperation in water management and agriculture expertise. So Israel has become one of the foremost technology superpower in the areas relating to rainwater harvesting and use of oceanic water. So it has become one of the foremost technology superpower in areas relating to rainwater harvesting, oceanic water, and the use of this oceanic water for irrigation. And Israel has pioneered the desalination technique, and it is well significant, or you can say absolutely significant in the present area of climate change, rise of seawater levels, and in the era of climate change, and in the, you can say, in the rapid loss of freshwater bodies. So, and the third thing you can say, the Israel's cooperation for water and agriculture management is, so Israel's drip irrigation is a cheap method for slow watering of dry land, ensuring there is no water loss. So in these three things, that is the wide range defense deals, Israel's cooperation for national security and counter-terrorism, Israel's cooperation for water and agriculture management. So in these three things we will find Israel's help matters a lot for India. Now let us see what Israel is expecting from India. So in the world of real politics, nothing has been done for free, and similarly here also India-Israel relationship expects something from return. So India's support to Israel to strengthen the Israel, particularly in respect to the Palestine issue. So India's support to Israel would strengthen the Israel, particularly in Palestine issue, and at the same time India has to maintain a balanced relationship between the Palestine and Israel, as India has long been supporting the Palestinian cause. And the second thing is, with supply of high-tech defense equipment and agriculture and water expertise and other cooperations, so India will be a huge source of income for Israel. And the third thing is, the cooperation in space has been going quietly, and the Israel has used ISRO's launch vehicles for some of its satellites. So this is all what we discussed about the Modi's visit to Israel and the Indo-Israel strategic partnership. I hope you understood well. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.